T Grizzley said, I run Detroit. Niggas talk about Eminem. I kill you, him, and him. Paraphrase of a line that he took a shot at Eminem on his new album called Scripture. The song is called No Talkin'. I'll link it in the description. And lately, up-and-coming artists, bubbling artists in Detroit, Sada Baby, and now T Grizzley have, made an open season on Eminem. Let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And yeah, you'll get that from outside people that's not from Detroit. You get a lot of people saying Eminem's the greatest rapper in Detroit history or greatest rapper in Michigan. But I told you guys this before. I'm from Detroit. People don't idolize. The streets don't fuck with Eminem like that in Detroit, man. You got street legends like Blade Icewood. They fuck with him. Malik, old Eastside Cheddar Boys, Wipeout. They got more respect in the street than Eminem. And these young guys now with social media have the platform, and they have the record deals that the old rappers back in Detroit never had, because you had Big Hurt, a lot of these dudes out here, man, because they was in the street getting money. There wasn't no social media, and people weren't really listening to Detroit like that before that. And Detroit has always had a pretty decent underground rap scene. I mean, you go back to Drunken Master, 50 Players Deep. You go up, and especially if you go up to Flint, you talking about MC Breed. For y'all young cats, you got to get mine. You got to get yours. You know what I'm saying? No Future in the front. In the front, he had that joint, I got to get mine with Tupac. For people that remember MC Breed, a lot of niggas ain't old enough to really remember him. He passed away. But, yeah, Eminem don't run shit. Eminem never had the streets in Detroit. Eminem had the suburbs. How Kid Rock say he from Detroit? No, them dudes from like the suburbs. They're not from Detroit, man. You ask, your average street dude from Detroit, you gonna get Payroll, you gonna get Icewear Vezo, T Grizzley. That's what you gonna get with this new generation. They had no real respect for him. They did Big Sean the same way. They said, where the fuck Big Sean come from? Ain't nobody know Big Sean when he was an underground rapper. We just knew him when he first came out, and he checked in with a few people, but hey, it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see if Eminem gonna respond. Obviously, T Grizzley don't give a shit about the backlash, man. Because he know the city got his back for sure. You know what I'm saying? He from Joy Road. He got Jesse James, Detroit, a street lord rapper, fucking with him and shit like that. All these dudes replaying his songs and shit. So T got the streets. They can say whatever they want to say about him. They can say he clout chasing or whatever. But these young bulls on his neck. And they ain't gonna show no respect to Eminem, man. And Royce the 5'9" said it best a couple years ago. He said, "Me and Eminem don't sound like Detroit. These new young cats sound like Detroit. And Eminem don't represent Detroit. He don't talk like us. He don't dress like us. Pretty much if you want to keep it 100, he's a culture vulture of Detroit. And not in the sense of the word where he took away from the city and took his riches somewhere else. I mean, he didn't do it on purpose. I can't explain it like that. He really ain't a culture vulture, but he's a misrepresentation of our city. Okay? He ain't nothing buffs, that ain't him. That's what the city about, man. Minks, buffs, player shit, man. And at the end of the day, people don't recognize him as a Detroit rapper because he don't sound like us. He don't have our culture, And at the end of the day, he wasn't in the streets. T Grizzley, man, he was in the streets. A lot of these other dudes, they Payroll, Kid, the whole Doughboy Cash Out. A lot of these dudes in the street, man. I live right up the street from a lot of these dudes, man. I seen a lot of these dudes in the hood. Big Hurt, Blade Icewood, Payroll. You see a lot of these dudes, Icewear Vezo. We seen these dudes in the street. Trick. You can see him at any given moment. But you would think that Trick probably would co-sign for Eminem and get Eminem that pass, but he hadn't. He didn't do it when Sada Baby called him out. He didn't do it when Blade Icewood called him out years ago. Said, "FM, I'm here to put the real deal, the hood on the map." So Trick, you would think he'd co-sign Eminem, but hey, he hasn't. We'll see if these young bulls start getting on his neck. Will Trick co-sign for Eminem? I doubt it. But hey, it is what it is. I'll link that song in the description. Let me know what you guys think. I know the Eminem cult fan base gonna come in protecting him, but y'all don't know shit else about the Detroit. Y'all don't know shit about the Detroit rap scene, man. All right, it's a little bit different here, and be interesting if Eminem respond to him. But hey, Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, response to your video request. Keep sharing the videos one time for the one time. We gone.